Hello everyone, I decided I wanted to make the card that I featured on my blog on Friday, but I'm going to do it in a more traditional color palette. What I have here are two strips. They are 1 1/4 by 12, and it's from Echo Park's 2010 Christmas collection, Merry Christmas. For the sake of time, I went ahead and cut them, and I scored them at every 1/2 inch. And I distressed the edges just one. I'm not sure if you can see this in my camera. I'm not sure about the lighting here. This is my first time doing a tutorial. With some tea-dye distress ink. And I always forget how I adhere these things together. I'm going to use my glue gun because I think it tends to work the best. And it was just by the luck of the draw that I decided to use stripes, because they're ending up matching up very, very well together. So I'm just going to adhere this there. I'm hoping I'm keeping this all in frame. Scotch Quick Dry works as well, but once again, I just don't want to keep you guys from doing what you need to do today, because I mean, this is not the most important thing in the world. And all of my pattern paper, it's actually the same sheet you'll see, came from that collection, and I'm just using, just by the grace of, you know, me picking from the cover of the package, which I'll show you that, the same pattern, just the reversed side. Okay, so we have our rosette put together. I find that a lot of people try to, or I've seen when they try to put them together, they try to do it from the front. I found that when I was doing mine the other day, that it's better to kind of go from the back. I'm trying to crease these a little bit again because I got them kind of straightened out. Okay, so here I have, what did I do with it? Okay, so I lost the other parts of my embellishment. There we go. I used my Creative Time scallop and stitch circle die to cut out a circle for the back of my rosette. And what I'm just going to do is, keeping sure to get my inked edges out, fold that in really, really good. I have to sit down for this because I'm standing up and it's a weird angle. I've never filmed myself making anything before, so yeah, these can be a bit of a challenge. Okay, so, and I can't find my other glue gun, so I'm using my older one. And heavy with the adhesive, so I want it to hold the first time here. And I'm just going to glue this down. This is the back. This is not the front. This is the back. There's a new Cricut cartridge out, rosettes and ribbons and something that nature. It's on the list, but it's not a priority for me at this point, and it's still not drying. So give it a second. Let your glue work. Ooh, I like that. This is an experiment, so I'm doing this on camera. So I'm seeing this for the first time. Okie dokie. I think that's good enough. Also, from the Scalloped and Stitch Circle die set, I took some green felt. It's just cheap felt from Joann, and it's Kelly Green. I think it was like 34 cents, 31 cents. I worked there, but I get a discount, so I don't remember how much it was. And I cut out the scallop circle, and I'm just going to add a little glue. I have a fine tip glue gun that kind of is better for the application, but I can't find it. And adhere this down. We're going to cover that up so it doesn't matter if it wrinkles a little bit. And I have here some buttons from Paper-Trey Ink. And I'm just going to try to find one. There's one that I like. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I like that. So put these back. And I'm going to put some glue on this button. I think I've used this button before on something else. And get that to the center. And that is our embellishment. I didn't want to put any twine because I'm going to use it on the card in another spot, and I just feel like sometimes I don't like to overdo stuff. I'm not satisfied, I'm sorry. And this is T-Dye Distress ink. That's good. Okay, moving on. We're going to move on to the second part of the card. And just for purposes, I'll show you the card. Okay. This is the same pattern paper. This is the opposite side. And once again, my scalloped punch broke, so I'm working with something I conjured up with my Gypsy. I use Accent Essentials, and it's 3.41 by, or 3.16 by 0.41, and it's 3 of them welded together, and I copied and pasted and cut them up both at the same time. And this is Scarlet Jewel cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. And let's see here. I have some Scotch Quick Dry here, and I'm just going to, hopefully it's not clogged because it gets clogged on me quite often. First I want to match these up as best I can so I know. Yeah, that's good. And I'm just going to try to run no, I'm not. 1 second. Me and the Scotch Quick Dry glue, we fight because it's always clogging on me. Okay, I'm going to try and run just a thin little bit down the length of this. And I oversized it on purpose because I like to, like I said, I like to match up the scallops and then trim it to my desired length. I'm hoping my head is not in the frame here. I think I have too much glue. Oh, as Emma says, there are no mistakes in paper crafting. Okay, I can work with that because it's just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that's good. And I'll do the second one as well. I have some Tombow Mono multi-glue, but I just haven't opened it yet. I'm a big fan of like using what I have first and then going to something else, if that makes any kind of sense. Heavy handed with the adhesive today. you will see that when I use my ATG gun, I use a lot of ATG. It's the process of having it left. Okay, there's two ways you can do this. A X-Acto knife or paper snips / cutter bees, what do you want to call them. I'm just going to use these today because they're handy, and I'm just going to snip those ends off. Okay. Okie. And that's probably why my quick dry always clogs, because I never close it on time. Okay, I got a little bit of seepage here. I think quick dry glue dries clear, so it'll be okay. Okay, from there I have some Scarlet Jewel ribbon. It's the saddle stitch, and I'm going to tie a bow down the length of it. I keep it on the spool. I don't take it off. Very, very, very rarely will I take my ribbon off of the spool. And make sure I'm in the frame here. And again, I think I should have backed this. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that right now. Let me get something really fast. I'm just going to take a bit of craft cardstock to give this a little bit of strength, because I fear that when I go to cut it, it's going to rip, and I don't want that to happen. So I'll just do like 2 by like that much. That'll work fine. Alright, good. I'm just going to put this on the back. When I made the other card the other day, I used the Colorblock cardstock from Walmart to print that out with, and it's a pretty durable cardstock. Okay. Got my ribbon on here. The spool always goes. I'm a righty, so the spool goes to the left side, and that's probably a little bit too much for me. This is always the hardest part. Once you get this part down, you can tie them in no time. I have bad hands from cake decorating and all of that jazz, so I do have to fool with it a little bit sometimes. Okay, there we go. And don't pull it tight all the way first. Make sure you get it like you want it before you pull it all the way over. good. Okay. And I'm just going to snip the ends off my ribbon scissors here. See, much less waste when you do it that way. And this needs to come down some. I might work with it again, but it's fine right now. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of stamping. If I can find my tag. I'm all over the place here today. There it is. There's my tag. I just cut it from Planting School Book. And I have here some cherry cobbler ink from Stampin' Up. And I have a sentiment here. It's the same sentiment, Holly Jolly Holidays, from My Creative Time, from Mixed Holiday Sentiments. And I'm going to ink this up, which is upside down. Haha. Press a little bit too hard. This is a new pad. I haven't used it that much. Yeah, I got my fingers all into it. Okay, and I'm just going to stamp my sentiment. Wonderful. I don't need that anymore. And I'm going to bring in my tea dye. I forgot to do this on the first card, but on this I'm going to do it because I think it looks a lot better when you distress. I ink up some edges a little bit. Okay, that's good. And I have here somewhere some Baker's Twine. It's just Martha Stewart Baker's Twine. Took a little bit off. And snip that. And I'm going to fold it in half first. And then put it through the hole. And then take the ends and pull them through, and that secures it onto your tag. And I have a sheet here of vintage cream cardstock from Paper Tray Ink, and my paper cutter here, and I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. Okay, and I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. Score it at 5 1/2. It went off track on me. That's okay. I can work with it. There's my bone folder. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit more stamping, and I need to bring in a sheet of scratch paper. Okay. Nope, that's not scratch paper. Okay, I have here just a sheet of regular copy paper. Pull my card back out, and I have some early espresso ink from Stampin' Up, and I'm going to ink up this polka dot background stamp here from Stampabilities. And the way that I do this, because it's wood mounted, I don't want to use a, I don't need rather a Step-A-Jig. I start from the top and I go down to the bottom, but that's okay, that's good. And the way I do it is I kind of position it above my card because it's not very wide, and then I kind of let it fall down, if you will, and then I stamp. That's good. Ink this up again. And kind of the same principle, but I try to make sure I let those dots stagger the way they're supposed to. Fold it down and I stamp again. Oh, that's okay. It's good. There are other background stamps on the market that are a bit better, but this is just the one I have for right now. Okay. I got some stamping dimensionals here, and I'm just going to put some on the back. I like to make sure my stuff is secured. I just have a fear of everything falling apart, so better safe than sorry. Okay, and this is going to go in the center of your card base, like so. Okay, it's there. And your embellishment, bring it back in, put some hot glue on the back of it, and it's going to go here. And I have my tag here. I'm just going to separate those ends, thread one underneath, and I used a button on the first card. For this one I decided not to. I'm just going to tie it in a bow as well. And I need my corner trumper and the 1/2 inch setting. And then just to secure that sentiment, I'm going to take a couple dimensionals, put them on the back, and place it where I kind of want it. I think I'm going to go ahead and, with the rest of the ink I have on here, ink up these edges. I think it'll just finish it off a little bit better. And same card, same design, just different color palette. Thank you for joining me.